their lives could do to hasten the time when, in our own lifetime, we might see America live up to its dreams.
We recruited the riders for the Freedom Ride by contacting all of our core chapters around the country. We were looking for a mix of black, white, young, middle-aged, older. We wanted to have one member of the clergy on the trip.
The Freedom Rides were trying to say to America, we are a diverse country. Let's act like a diverse country where every part of the diversity is equal and it's treated equally. We started out with 14 Protestant ministers, 8 white and 6 black, and 4 Reform rabbis. And we wound up with 10 of us getting arrested.
We cannot submit to immoral laws which demand that we separate racially. Nor can we conscientiously avoid entirely the situation in which these segregationist laws operate contrary to laws of the land.
The Freedom Rides were not all just about black people. We had many whites and other nationalities and things who went along with what we were doing, and they were doing exactly what we were doing. They were allowing themselves to be abused in this effort.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, we the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm DC's own Rabbit Jones. Now, if you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing maggots and coons. Maggots and coons. Let's not forget about those Puerto Ricans and those white ladies too. We after you too. You know what I'm saying? Now, welcome all around the world. For anybody that take the time out to listen to this podcast, we appreciate y'all a whole lot. Coast to coast, worldwide. You know what I'm saying, dog? Just the average Joes coming with our perspective on politics. You know what I'm saying, dog? And there's a lot of politics going on at this point in time. You know what I'm saying, dog? With me tonight, I'm going to have the OnlyFans Jay and Godfather himself, Iraq Vet. You know what I'm saying, dog? Anybody else want to join us, let me know. This is a black debate. It's always open. You know what I'm saying, dog? What's going on, Godfather? What's going on with you?
Not much. Just sitting back, enjoying the day. You know, trying to see what's going on in the world today. Like, it's things just popping off left and right all week long. So it's time to get the information out there to everybody so they could be aware.
That's for goddamn sure. What's going on, OnlyFans Jay? My podcast partner from, you know, where we come from. What's going on, Jay?
Not much. What's going on?
I know you got a feel for what's going on today for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? We definitely gonna motherfucking make sure everybody is informed before they leave this podcast. Every night. You know what I'm saying, dog? Now, there's a few things, bro. There's so much to get into. But before we get into the broader perspective of deportations, right? I want to dig deep into what is ICE, right? So most motherfuckers around, like, again, we coming from the street point of view, average Joes, 9 to 5ers, right? And people we're around don't really know the meaning of nothing, to be honest with you. Not icy either. You know what I'm saying? There's no ice chasing motherfuckers out of here, you know? So tonight I want, before we move on to the rise in LA, I think it's important for people to understand first what's ICE and what's their job first. You know what I'm saying? First of all, Godfather, how you feel about ICE in general?
I think if they were put into good use the proper way, like how Obama used them, then yeah, their job is correct. You know, they're getting the criminals out, they're deporting illegal immigrants and things like this. But to stop your whole governmental function just to have everybody attack people is, I don't know. That's just against the 10th Amendment.
Jay?
ICE is exactly what it is. They cold as a motherfucker. They cold as shit.
Hey, so ICE is Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, right? It's a federal law enforcement agency within the Department of Homeland Security. Keep that in mind. This is in Homeland Security that enforces immigration laws, right? Its primary mission is to protect national security and public safety by enforcing immigration laws, investigating crimes, and combating the illegal movement of people and goods. ICE also partners with the state and local law enforcement agencies through programs like the 287 program. Now, before we go further, right? This is the Department of Homeland Security. So that alone means it has to be a threat. So I'm gonna ask you first, Godfather. All right, it's hard to put that because most people. All right, do you think? Let's use the orange neck demon. Fuck Donald Trump. Just blanket shit of Mexicans are rapists and all the shit he say. So, do you think as Hispanic culture, do you think they're being mistreated, or this is what ICE should do? You feel me? Do you think this is what ICE should do, or they doing more than what's supposed to be done? Because we just read off what they should be doing.
They're doing more than what they're supposed to be done. But it's, like I said, it's giving orders to who is in charge at the time. But basically, they're overstepping their boundaries right now. Run up in courthouses, snatch people up, court hearings, and running into schools, churches, Walmart, California just got raided again. But they just raided a shop in PG County last week. This week is unnecessary. Go through the proper channels.
Jay?
Yeah, they're gone all over the place. Any law enforcement that's out there, including ICE, is out there doing their thing. They arrested a senator today. Like, Trump got in office and it seemed like this light bulb just went off on everybody that likes this type of shit. They said, okay, we must abide by him because he's doing exactly what I actually want him to do. And that's gather up people and start fucking with people.
Okay. That right there is a good point, right? Let's stay right there. So, in your mind, you think that this is what people want, is what you're saying?
Yes, not
Oh, you
us.
saying the people that voted for Trump?
Yeah, the people that actually voted for Trump. Exactly what they wanted. They got what they wanted. Doesn't matter anything else. They could be broke. They want to fuck with people.
Okay. Okay. So
They use their power to vote. They basically use their power to vote to hurt others, even if it includes themselves. Meaning they own a business. Their business fall in debt. They out of business. As long as Spanish people getting riled up, they don't care. That long
now,
as the racial thing is up here with everything, they don't care.
I be honest with you. All right, let's talk about this for a minute. My history, right? Now, my family, I have family members that are Dominican, right, or Hispanic, but I have encountered it's like a culture of Cuban Americans who feel like they're not even Spanish. They don't have nothing to do with none of that, right? And you still come across Hispanic women and men that feel like I was born here, so I don't care. You feel me? So at some point, I feel like black people are more sympathetic and want to do something about this issue more than the actual Hispanics and Cubans that actually are here. You see what I'm saying? Or do y'all feel the same? You mute yourself, Godfather.
I feel like I don't feel that way. One back to Jay point. This is what they voted for. This is what people voted for. But yeah, they didn't vote for this. They really didn't, because that's case we're gonna be protesting all across the country for all week long about this ICE immigrations in their state. You know, this has been going on for 7 days now. They didn't vote for this. Yeah, they want to get the illegal people out of here, the people that they claim drug dealers. But at the end of the day, you're not going to get that, because you play the same video online during your election where you see 100 people coming across the board. You show that same video, it makes like it's 20 million people in here. Now you got to meet that cap. It's not that 20 million people came across the board, so the best way to meet that cap and to entertain people when his polls are starting to drop because of everything else that's going on, he runs back to immigration, so people can be like, yeah, to help his poll rating go back up.
True. But all right, so what you're saying is you don't agree that it's a faction of Hispanic culture that feel like they're not even part of this immigration stuff. They feel like they basically white. They're above black people, to be honest with you.
No,
so you're saying you don't feel like, you don't think that?
No. I see it every day. Like, they protecting their own. Like, they one thing about Spanish people, they don't care where they really from unless they beefing. They stand by each other. They're not gonna let each other get locked up. They stand by each other. Like, really, they do. You know, they have 100 people living in one house. Each one of them move out with their good credit and everything else. They stick by each other, no matter what. Like black people do. We stick by each other when times are hard. They stick by each other 100%, no matter times hard or bad or not. Because they know that
all right, so but all right, so you can't really say that, because when it was time to vote, we have an issue with Hispanic women and Hispanic men, and white women vote for this racist pig. So you gotta, that's my problem is you have to address the Hispanic community. This is what have to happen. We have to directly talk to Hispanic. Most Hispanic community is more MAGA than really know what's right for them. You feel me? They are just with what's over the gloss and what Trump say that's funny or whatever the fuck. That's more appealing to them than knowing the facts of who is better for them. You feel me? So they'll vote for Donald Trump, not knowing that that's going to impact them because they listen to what he's saying out of his mouth. You feel what I'm saying? And he been lying to him.
Yeah, but it's all about where you get your information from. If they sitting there watching Fox News all day long, that's all they see. It's Trump, 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 Trump all day long. And they're not telling.
But the numbers.
And Fox is not saying the bad stuff is going on. So if that's all they see all day long on TV, they think it's their mind is wishy-washy.
No, but the numbers say that nobody liked what Trump doing, but the numbers say also that Hispanics voted for this. So that's my point of we have to address the Hispanic community at this point. Like, they are part of the Democratic vote. Black people vote Democratic because that is our values, period. And what happened in this election is Hispanics got pulled away and delusionalized from the bigger goal of black and brown people. So you have Cubans, you have rich Hispanics, some of them like motherfucking rappers or something that found out way too late. They were sucking his dick until they found out he's a pig. The same shit is like half of the community is delusionalized of thinking Trump is okay. He's just getting rid of bad people. And that's not fucking true. It's just not. That's why I feel like it had to be a conversation within the Hispanic community, especially white women too. In the Hispanic community, they gotta know what's best for them overall. Not no fucking tips, cutting tips on fucking when people give you like cut tax on tips and shit like that. Like, that's irrelevant. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, he'll throw shit out like that, but that's not what's important to us black people and brown people. So that's why he got so many votes from Spanish people, because they don't see this as impacting them when he say get rid of all these Spanish people, rapists and all that shit, when he know he lying, as you can see now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand your point. But...
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, OnlyFans.
To me, it's just more than what the votes is counting for. You can't say Hispanics, you can't say blacks, you can't say black MAGAs, but all in all, it's people who voted. It's people who voted. Period. You either voted one way or the other, basically. As black, white, Hispanic, everybody. It's whoever they believe. Now, surprise is this. I'm not sure if y'all surprised at this. Did y'all know a lot of Africans voted for Trump?
I'm not surprised.
And you see what's going on in South Africa. So, like,
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not surprised, because he had a South African in his campaign that funded his shit. Like, if you're in Africa right now, in South Africa, you're looking at America, and one of your biggest money people from your country, they born and raised here, is now one of the big money donors of American politics. You will love that as a African, as a South African. And that's why some of them people got sent here and nobody knew what the fuck they was getting sent here for. It was like all these white people coming here for no reason. Those are South Africa. Those are peoples. Those are Musk peoples. You see what I'm saying? That's where he come from. So some of those votes are coming from white motherfucking individuals in Africa, in South Africa, that own a lot of shit. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead,
See,
Godfather. Oh,
I was about
go
to
ahead.
say the other thing. I was about to say the other thing is, you know, did you know that, sports figures, people who are black and rich voted for Trump as well. And you already, obviously, you know what that's about. You have the boxer, the Spanish boxer, who be on X tripping. I forgot his name. He voted for Trump. So, you know what I'm saying? It's,
That's why I say it's a
it's
broader
whoever,
conversation to
right.
have with everybody that sees everything was a lie, everything was a sham. Can't nobody sit here and say, even people that voted for him cannot at this point say this is what they was thinking, this is what they envisioned. You feel me? So, well, most of them, but most of the people that is on the sidelines of that took votes from Kamala are people that felt like he was going to do what she was going to do times 10. You feel me? And they're not getting that. They're getting something different. Now, there's some people that are just pigs and racists, and he's going to be their vote regardless. You know what I'm saying? But in some people he picked up that were black males that felt like he's a businessman, so he gonna get shit cooking for me and as a businessman, as a black man, and not paying attention to what Kamala was telling him as a person that invested in the black community. That's why I say it's a broader conversation to have, not only with Spanish community, the black community. They gotta understand what's best. Like right now, he cut out all funding for all HBCUs. That don't benefit us. You see what I'm saying?
It makes matters worse.
Yeah.
Okay. My thing is like this. I feel like they voted. Okay, so let's take this back. Trump been running for president for how many years?
At least 10.
At least 10 years. So you see this man running a campaign for 10 plus years. All that they saying is what he say on Fox News. That's the message they getting delivered every day for 10 years. Brainwashing for 10 years. Fox News have. What you expect going to happen when it's time to vote? Then all of a sudden Joe Biden drop out. He already talked bad about Joe Biden all day long for 4 years. Talk about the Democratic Party for 10 years. Kamala Harris only had 6 months to put together a campaign. So I can't really say that, oh, it's the messaging. For how long he had to message to get out what he wanted to get out. And they fell for that trap that he did through all the podcasting for 10 years, all the social medias for 10 years, all the debate. Oh, man, he was debating every day on TV. He was at a freaking event every day, fundraising. So that's what people got out of 10 years. So that's what they voted for.
That man was campaigning for the whole 4 years when Biden was president.
He was campaigning since Barack Obama was president.
True. So we touched on a little bit of with ICE and all that in California. So anybody don't know right now, in California, there are riots against ICE actions, right? So you can understand what we're talking about. This is ICE coming in grabbing people, and it's a not a riot, it's a motherfucker, what's the name joint, where they have the crowds and everything going up against brutality and inhumane shit. People march for stuff like that. So if you're doing that, people are gonna march for that. They're gonna try to make that an issue. So I'm gonna ask you two. Is it okay for the orange neck demon fuck Donald jackass Trump to then say, I'm gonna put the National Guard on you? First, Godfather.
Okay, I don't understand what you're saying.
So This is what's happening right now, right? For example, let me give you a good example. We as black people were slaved. We fought and fought till it was segregation, right? But when we fighting against what we was being brutalized and raped, we were hosed for riding against that. So I'm asking you is people are riding and having these campaigns against being ISIS snatching people out of here. So do you think it's okay for Donald to ask Trump, demon Trump, to then say, you want to protest that brutality, that humane type shit they doing, I could put the hoses on your ass now. For example, everybody can remember the little kids with the dog sicked on them as black people, and the hoses sprayed in our faces. That's because we were fighting against motherfuckers suppressing us. Do you think it's okay now that we fighting against that for you to fight us for fighting against that? That's what's happening right now. Now you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say this because the Spanish people was really not down here marching and protesting.
That's
There
a
are a lot
problem.
of Spanish people there down there. It is they hiding. So it's
That's
us,
a
the
problem
white
too.
people and the black people that's down there protesting against them because they hurt our jobs, our businesses, because these people coming to work and now we got no one to serve our customers and things like that. So it's like our businesses are shutting down. So it's a different, I can't work, can't make no money. But this is the aspect of what these riots about. Yes, it's illegal to snatch people off the ground, off the street. Yeah, we got it. But it's a bigger, broader picture. People, businesses are being shut down. In California, most of these people, construction businesses are being shut down. We didn't think they go pile up in one place to get picked up and go and do their daily job and get dropped back off. This is what the problem is right now. This is why people are riding. Yes, it's the ICE protection, but it's bigger than that.
But you got something to say, Jay, before I go?
Basically put, he used this as his own personal army, his own personal bodyguards. He snap his finger, they go. They just gotta, I don't know, man. They really trying to make this. They really trying to make this country as a dictatorship country like Russia.
Exactly. That's what I want you. That's what the point I'm trying to make is. This is America. It's a free country, and we can protest against things that we don't like. That's the point of this. So if we protest against something that's violating our rights or human, what's that? That's unhumanitarian or some shit. If it's that, and you marched against that, is that okay now for the government to say, "Oh, I'm gonna blow your ass up off the motherfucking map if you protest against me being a trifling motherfucker"? Like that don't make any fucking sense.
Okay, you can't. You kind of worded it a little different now. So now I'm kind of like understanding what you're coming from.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
So basically, this is an eternal war between Gavin Newsom and Donald Trump. This is a war between those two. His state is being a targeted project, so you should say. Why I say a targeted project? One, you got a lot of illegal immigrants there, right? What your state brings in like one of the most highest GDPs in the country, right?
Exactly.
So, and you're always a blue state. So let's change that a little bit. Let's get rid of all these illegal immigrants. Okay, boom. I want Gavin Newsom locked up. He may want to Gavin Newsom in jail since his first term.
Oh, see, like that, right? See that right there.
But I have to understand it's bigger than what it seems.
See, like that right there. First of all, I wanted to get to that. Gavin Newsom. First of all, everybody remember this bitch ass nigga was doing the podcast with them racist pigs. But we're gonna hold that aside for a second and just talk about this one issue. OnlyFans Jay, watching Gavin Newsom right now. First of all, do you think strategically he doing what he's supposed to do or not? And then two, what do you think he should be doing?
Right now, he tap dancing. That's all he doing. He believes in one thing, but he looking at the outcome. Just remember when George Floyd got his knee on his neck,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody is kumbaya and Black Lives Matter, Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as this motherfucker came in, all that shit got stripped down. You know why? Because they feel as though that's not what America is based on. It's people being kumbaya and being calm and woo-sign and shit. They believe that people should always be walking on eggshells while the egg prices is high and struggle to live, while they just try to force feed you Donald Trump dick in your mouth. But Gavin Newsom is tap dancing. He's one way and he's another. Another person is like that. Mary Bowser, the DC mayor, she tap dancing.
See, go ahead, Godfather.
But she don't have no choice to tap dance.
No, fuck Mary Bowser. Fuck her. Let me tell you. This I understand Gavin Newsom's. If y'all pay attention to how strategic Trump won this election, y'all think a lot of people think Gavin Newsom, he changed and went to blah blah because he's on these podcasts, is doing this, growing his beard, blah. What he's doing is getting inside information because he already knows he's running for president. He already knows he's running for president, so he's trying to dig deep down and see how is this happening down here. What is it that I can get my name in these people MAGA eyes now, let them know that hey, I'm running for president. Because what y'all about to see and what y'all about to go through in these next 4 years, I'm going to be the one who's going to pull you out of it. Possibly.
Okay, hold on. Let's stay right there. Let's stay right there. All right. Everybody know that I'm in love with Kamala Harris. I want her to continue running and never stop. Even now, as everything is happening, I want to have speeches for everything. She disappointed me. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not what I wanted her to do. It's just not. So I'm not set on. I'm clear that her goal is to run for president, but I'm not set on if she really want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm disappointed in her because she had almost 75 million people vote for her. And just like the Orange Demon Donald Trump, he carried those people, even after these laws, he carried those people into the next election. He kept talking to them. He kept engaging with them. He kept having speeches with them. All the way to the end where they believe everything he fucking said. I actually wanted her to do the same thing. I'm disappointed that she just laid the fuck back like Hillary. And I used to love Hillary too. And I'm disappointed in Hillary too. And just her for just stepping back and letting them do all this wild shit with her. I don't understand every once in a while she say something when she get an award. I don't like that. Set up speeches where you blast this bitch ass nigga on a regular. And I just ain't liking what she doing right now. Me personally.
You gotta realize something right now. She's 60 years old right now. Right? She's 60. In the next 4 years, she'll be 64. That means by the time she had an office, she'd possibly be 68, 72, possibly. Which means after these 4 years, you think she gonna want to come in after her and Biden had a perfect economy, which is still standing strong. It proves how good that economy was. It's still standing strong through the bullshit Trump putting us through. Do you think that after that you want to come back and refix all that all over again? You gotta think about that. That's still gonna be 4 years of fuck up shit that she will have to come back at 64 years old to fix at 64.
Now, I get that. 64, believe it or not, is not old for president. But
Right,
for
it's
female,
not.
for a woman, it might be. But if she would continue doing what she's supposed to do, it would have set her stage for she'd have a better hand on what's going on in the future, because she'd be the front runner easily. If she could continue doing what she's doing, then she could have made a choice of, does she want to run for president or not? But the way she's doing it now, she's losing her momentum of 75 million people that trusted her. She could have kept engaging with those people. Like, for example, did you vote for her? Me, you, my man, OnlyFans Jay. We expected, we felt her. So we expected her to keep engaging with this orange neck pig demon fuck. Not just stop.
I'll tell you why. A month and a half ago, she said two things, which I didn't. I picked one thing. I told you so. She said so many words, but she said, "I told you so." The second thing she said was that you got to reap what you sow. So she's gonna have to let these people feel this pain. Because at the end of the day, the Democratic Party is gonna go through a primary. They'll go through a primary. So no matter what, she probably be the front runner, but still, that primary can put off somebody like a Barack Obama, came out of nowhere, right? They just stole the show. Is that we're gonna need somebody that's gonna be young, somebody in their 50s leading us after this. Not nobody in their 60s, 70s.
My opinion is that she can't run again. Do she really want to? And do she really want to spend her time doing that? But let me ask y'all two this. Rab, Godfather, who do y'all want to run as a Democratic Party on the next election?
All right, the best choice, honestly, I see, which I know is not going to happen because he have a baggage that he has to face. That's Pete Buttigieg.
Okay.
He would be the best candidate. Him and Robert Shapiro, or even the vice president that nominee this time around.
Okay.
Those are the real top three.
What about you, Rab? Who do you really want to run as a Democratic Party for next election? I already got one name in mind.
I mean, you talking about with Kamala aside?
It could be her included.
I want her to run.
It could be her included. If anybody else out there that you want to run, who would you want them to run?
That would be, if she don't run.
You can throw a few names out there.
If she don't run, I would actually want motherfucker. What's my man in New Jersey with the bald head that stood up there for 25 hours?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Booker. I would take it. Booker. And I ain't got no problem with Buttigieg either, though. So that would be my second, Buttigieg, because he been in the office. He kind of he can move in that joint and continue with the shit that Kamala and them been doing. So I would take him and motherfucker, those two. I feel comfortable with those two. To me, like when you start throwing in the Sanders and all that wild ass shit like that, I'm not feeling no Bernie Sanders and all that stupid shit. That's, to me, them not core Democrats. Like Buttigieg is a core Democrat. Not only that, he's gay. So he's literally a core Democrat. He never will switch to a Republican. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about that. Like my girl, the black ladies, you don't have to never worry about them switching to no motherfucking Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like in the middle or wishy-washy. But this motherfucker from California, Gavin Newsom, I don't know about him. Now he can switch up on your ass.
No, you got to realize.
Breaking up.
It's so far to the right. You know what I'm saying, and that's the only way they can try to figure out how to get their middle piece back. And to get their middle piece back, you got to get out there and get outrageous. You got to be in social media. You got to get out. You got to come up. You got podcasts. They have to do something to communicate on a level as grand as what Trump has been done for 10 years.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't feel Gavin Newsom as a nominee. Like, to me, whoever Democrat is, to me, is the better choice. But if it's Gavin Newsom, I'm not feeling him because he wishy-washy as shit. We don't know what he gonna do. He might be a Democrat on paper, but like, I don't like Democrats where I'm wishy-washy. I don't know what he gonna do if he have power. Like, I don't like Democrats like that. Like a Hillary Clinton, for example, I know it's not going to be wishy-washy once they get power. It's like, I know they're going to be dead set on the Democratic values. You feel me? It's like, I don't like Democrats that I'm not sure, like a Sanders. Like, he get in there, we don't know what the fuck he's going to do. He switch up and start side with Republicans with all types of shit. We just don't know. Or Manchin. Shit like that. I don't like people like that. You know what I'm saying, Godfather?
Yeah, it just. I don't think he has switched. Okay, now you want to talk about you want to talk about a switch. Who I don't like is Gary Adams.
Okay,
that's somebody who was
Okay.
Governor Newsom is more of, I got to find a way to pull my party out of this slump that we are at a 16% rating, and we still 6 months into his presidency. He fucked up the damn world, and our rating still at 16%. I need to go in the deep grounds and find out what is the problem. How can I pull us out of this?
Let me ask you this then. So, do you look at Gavin Newsom as somebody that's actually doing what you just said, or is he trying to do a click view type shit, or trying to be the front runner off this type of thing? He done learn from those motherfucker Charlie Kirks and all them motherfuckers. They brought him on the podcast. You know what to do. Do you think this is part of the game plan of him learning what to do, and this part of that shit, Jay?
No. And
so you think you're at, who you want to run?
It's only one name, and it's a female, the black lady.
You hit me.
Jasmine Crockett.
What'd you say?
Jasmine Crockett.
Say that again.
Jasmine Crockett.
Say it louder for the ones in the back.
Wait. Hold on. Jay, hold on. All right, let's talk about this for a minute.
She can't run for president yet because she's in her
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's talk for a minute about that. Everybody know Jasmine Crockett, my baby too. But
I love Jasmine Crockett.
let me ask you this then. Do you actually think, let's take Kamala out of it. Let's say you take Kamala. Let's say you take Kamala out and put her in. Yeah, I'm about to ask you, yeah. How you feel about that?
It's a long shot. It's a long shot. But Jasmine Crockett has the same energy as Trump.
I get you.
And the complete opposite. She will tell you, fuck you in your face. Just like Trump do. But it won't be in the way that Trump do shit.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I get it. I know.
She has the same energy as Trump, right? Same energy as Trump. She right here with it. But not what Trump do on this side. but she do it on the right side. Like she do it for her side, like the side of the Democrats.
Now I give
She
you
would
that
be the
because
one that could. She could be also be the one that digs the Democrat out the dirt, because her voice is loud.
now I give you that because one thing about Kamala, the things I don't like about Kamala, she does real good, and the things I want Kamala to do, she do. So I get what you're saying, but with that aside, the chances of being president between the two is a stark difference. Right or wrong, Godfather.
Only Jasmine Carter could really. Right now, she's in this is her second year at the committee, so she can't really run for president yet. Her betting ain't right. But I think out of the two, we need a more. We don't need somebody matching Trump energy as president. We need somebody that's gonna match the energy right now. So far as attacking everything that he's doing. When you become president, you need to sit back and humble yourself and break down everything that needs to get done. So
What you saying is the exact same thing I'm talking about. Basically, not on the side of him, but on the side of right. You know, right is right, wrong is wrong. Trump is wrong as fuck. We all know that. But Jasmine can match that energy to do shit that's right for America. Same thing Obama did when Yes We Can.
Now, exactly. You making a good point of what me, you, and number one soul brother, and all us been saying on this podcast is it matters who's president. Because what they care about and what they try to do is a stark difference. You feel me? This is nothing that a Biden would do. Biden is not going against the protesters. Like what? Like that don't even make any sense.
So Biden protested with the Biden protesting straight with the car union people.
But you, as a motherfucking Republican, expect this hostile shit. You feel me? You expect, because you gotta realize Trump lied to these people. He's not gonna get 20 million people out of here. So that was a fucking lie. So he gotta do a type of like TV shit. He gotta make people believe he doing this. Every once in a while, he gonna crack down on about 1,000 people somewhere damn where, and that hit the news. And everybody mind frame is, damn, that didn't get rid of people. You feel me? And that's not really what's happening. He's not really, in the grand scheme of things, this motherfucker's not moving people around nowhere. 20 million people is not being moved. I hate to break it to your maggots, right? So as much as y'all watch Fox News and see the shit happen, bro, he is not moving 20 million people out of here. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna keep doing stuff like this to keep y'all engaged and feel like he's doing what y'all told y'all want him to do. But once he passed his tax cut, he don't give a fuck about this immigration shit. To be honest with you, his everything is over. But I guess he gonna start reaching overseas with this shit now. After that,
all right, breaking news: top Iranian commander killed in Israel strike.
Hey, repeat that.
It said the top Iranian commander was killed in Israel strike today.
See, again, again, we was just talking about who president matters, right? Y'all got to stop and think that any information coming out of this country is tainted, and Trump is just fucking not. It's tainted. Like he fired everybody that's gonna give you real news. He fired everybody that's gonna give you straight, objective facts. That's in the government. So when you start looking at stuff like this, you gotta realize that these pigs run the joint. These pigs can make you think They can make you think something happened that is not really happening. They got control over that shit. And these are pigs right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we headed. We one step closer to World War III. Like, hey, the president told Iran, hey, do not attack our troops, do not attack none of our bases over there because we had nothing to do with this attack. This is all Israel. So if Iran don't take that heed and attack one of our military bases, that's World War III done started at that point.
So if you're a black MAGA or if you're a MAGA, please leave a message so you can come in right now and talk to us. Because help me understand what part of this is better than Biden. What part of this, him telling us that he's against wars, right? But we're not even 6 months into his shit. We're about to be in a motherfucking recession and war. That's what Republicans do. That's all they do. I don't give a fuck if you can dress that pig up like Donald J, the jackass Trump. It's still going to do the same things. Tax cut and war. That's all they're going to do. They're going to do the tax cuts because it's going to bust the budget. They're going to take you to war so they can cover that shit up. Real fucking shit. That's all they do. Go back in history. 50 years from now, you're going to see Democrats creating jobs, Republicans putting us in a fucking pickle. Period. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, the difference is between, I agree with you between the difference. But the only thing I have a problem with Democrats is that they lay back too much. And, you know, the only thing they loud about right now is when somebody fuck up and they grill them up in Congress, or, you know, just like Gavin Newsom, what he doing. So it has to be some type of balance to, you know, what they trying to do. They have to get themselves out of the slump first, because
my thing is, I feel like the Democrats are betrayed. The only reason why the Democrats are betrayed because they betrayed Joe Biden. Okay, let's get the facts really out there. Okay,
yeah, they did.
They betrayed both Joe Biden, but also Joe Biden's team betrayed America. This is what Trump's trying to say right here. Why, if you knew he was in a mental decline, why would you even let him run all the way through those 2 years when you knew he's in a decline? Explain that. You can't. His team failed America.
Okay, hold on.
Out there 4 years, or he couldn't even.
Hold on. The only problem I have with that is, how was the country being ran at the time? You see what I'm saying? Like, Reagan ass was in that joint with shit, motherfucking his wife was hiding from us. This nigga was dying, and that bitch wasn't telling us. You had other presidents' wives took over while that nigga was dying in the fucking throwing up in the bathroom, and that bitch took over. Like, at some point, who gives a fuck if the nigga can't remember what color his shoes was in 10th grade compared to how is the country running? You cannot deny that the country is running way better than what he got going on now. Donald Trump, who's supposed to be the smartest motherfucker around.
It's not about him being sick. Shoot, FDR was in a wheelchair. It's not even about none of that.
Exactly. That's my point.
You would have gave America. You would have gave America. You knew his cabinet members knew, his advisors knew that he was in a decline. They should have warned everybody then. The Democrat Party, hey, we need to get a new candidate out here because he should resign in 3 years and let Kamala Harris then run for president. They didn't give us too many options at that last minute. Everybody felt betrayed at that moment.
No, I get what you're saying.
Everybody at that point felt betrayed.
I get what you're saying, but
so it didn't matter the message. It didn't matter the message because Trump messaged for 10 years.
No, what I'm saying is,
so what Trump is saying.
At some point, what is decline? Because the Democrats voted for by 16 million people. So they all knew he was 81 years old when they voted for him. So in reality, what are you expecting an 81-year-old person to be actually doing when you voted for him? So what's the decline? Are you expecting an 80-year-old to be jumping around and jump rope and all that shit? What's the decline? You voted for an 80-year-old. What are you expecting him to do after that? What's the decline after that? Because he had 80. No, most people don't even make it to 80. So what's the decline? You see what I'm saying? Jay? My bad. This motherfucker, Gavin Newsom, when he was asked a question about Trump.
Ask if you interfere in his
Why
does he hadn't yet.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. But you know what? Lay your hands off 4-year-old girls that are trying to get educated. Lay your hands off these poor people. They're just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes, been here 10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know? I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. I care about this community. The hell are they doing? These guys need to grow up. They need to stop. And we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So Tom, arrest me. Let's go.
Now, for anybody to know, when he say Tom, that's the czar, the border czar. And okay, first of all, it's a lot. It's a lot right there that just happened. First of all, Gavin Newsom is just, he learned from Republican MAGAs what is shock and awe. And to me, he's taking advantage of what's happening in his state to do the shock and awe. Now, I do agree with him is, this is my state, I'm the governor, I'm controller of the National Guard. Why would you oversee me? Why are you not just calling me in, me and you working together to do whatever the fuck you trying to do here? Why oversee me and send motherfuckers in my state? When if I needed them, I would have called you, jackass. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I get where Gavin Newsom coming from as the governor, but you got to deal with it in some way better than this. You know what I'm saying, Jay? That's what I'm thinking.
I got to pick up right there. Hold
on.
Okay, when it comes to the president is the commander-in-chief of the whole armed forces, right? He's the commander-in-chief of all armed forces. When it comes to the National Guard, they belong. Technically, they belong to the state. That's why.
Okay, first of all, before we go any further, right? Godfather was in the army, and he can understand more better than me personally how all this is even interacting and intertwining with things. So I just want y'all to understand who talking right now, because we average motherfuckers, we hood motherfuckers. We also was in the army too. You know what I'm
saying? So you have a reserve component, the Army Reserve. That's on the federal level of the reserve part of the National Guard part. So the National Guard is really owned by the state. So only time they can be activated is under United States Title 10, which gives the president power to do that, and they'll fall underneath the federal at that point. Now, before he does that, if anytime he want to pull the National Guard, he must go through the governor of the state. He cannot. It's illegal to just activate National Guard to the city. It's not. You can't do that.
So anybody don't? Oh shit! Anybody don't understand what he was just saying? The Title 10 of the United States Code primarily addresses the armed forces. It outlines the roles, the missions, the organization of the military, including the Department of Defense. The title provides the legal foundation for the military and encompassing various aspects from general military law to suspicious roles within each branch. So what I'm getting from that is the armed forces itself has a role, has a mission, and these missions come directly from the commander in chief, right?
Yeah.
Now the question is, can the commander in chief force military intervention, or how can I say this? Maybe like that, military intervention into riots and stuff like that in one person's state? That let's say the governor like that we talking about now, he disagree with doing all that. Do the president still have power to say, nah, fuck what you saying, I'm sending these people in? That's all we need to know right now. That's the problem right now.
That's what I was getting to. Now, after, like I say, the National Guard is owned by the governor. Yes, under Title 10, the commander-in-chief can't activate the National Guard. But only the governor can activate the National Guard to do activities in the state.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. So, as we go further, okay, the president can be like, all right, I'm sending these National Guards. But they can come there, but they can't do shit until that governor tell them directly what the fuck they need to be doing here. That what you're saying?
Yes and no. Okay, like you said at the beginning of this, that the Trump and the governor should be talking on the phone, find out what's going on, what's needed, blah, blah, blah. The governor going to say, hey, I'm going to activate my National Guard to control this, blah, blah, blah. The president will say, if we need anything from me or federal wise, just let me know and I'll take care of it, blah, blah, blah. Now, if it got to a point where the National Guard is needed, he already communicated to the president what his plan. If they escalate more, he's going to bring in the National Guard. He's going to activate it. He gives the commands from that point on. Now, say if a unit is getting deployed, a National Guard unit is getting deployed under Title 10, then not no more. I can't. No, it won't. It has to be that right there. Has to be the that has to go through Congress. The emergency to take orders through the armed forces. It had to go through Congress. So say like it was a natural disaster. Say like Katrina hit. The governor of Louisiana activated the National Guard. Why? Because they went to help do activities in the state to try to help, build the levees, get people to safety and things like that. That's what the National Guard is for. Because remember, these people live in that state. The National Guard, they live in that state. So you can't activate people that's living in that state to attack their own family.
No. The bigger problem right now, the question is, each state have a governor and all that stuff. Can the president send troops in a governor's state without them For example, say the governor be like,
No,
this is not a
no.
situation I need to come in for talk about
No.
shit or break this up. This is just a normal, peaceful protest. I don't need to do nothing. What if the president be like, nah, fuck that. That's a fucking protest to me. God damn it, fuck you. And start sending motherfuckers in. Can he then say, nah, motherfucker, this is not a problem. What are you doing? Or do the president override him and send people in? This is the question. This is what's happening right now.
I just told you no.
So no, right?
That's why I broke it down into areas. That's why I broke it down that way. So you could understand that the answer is no. The governor.
So that's my point. Like, exactly. That's all we need to know is like, how can the president come in and start? Is he sending in National Guard from federal? That's not no such thing, is it?
That'd be reserved, but no. That'd be reserved.
Exactly. So each National Guard is from each state, right?
Yeah, National Guard. There's many National Guards. Remember, I started out in National Guard. There's many
National Guard. Like, if you're born in Louisiana right now, it's the National Guard, right?
Yeah. It's like
if you're born in Maryland right now, it's the National Guard.
Yeah. And
that's what I'm saying. Like each state. Okay, all right.
Yeah, each state has their own National Guard, and there's more than one National Guard because they're all broken down into divisions. So there's more than just one unit. It's not one unit of National Guard. No, there's several different units. Like when I first joined the National Guard here, I joined in Prince Frederick, the 121st Engineer Battalion. That was my battalion that I was assigned to, but I went to drill in Ellicott City. I forgot what that unit was, but I was assigned to the Ellicott City one. So I did my work stuff there at the Ellicott City one, but when I needed to, if they had training or something, I would go home to my home base in Prince Frederick. So it's like there's multiple different, and even we had to drive down to AP Hill. There's like it's different. They have many different National Guard units within one state. The bigger the state, the more units. The bigger the state, the more National Guard units is, because they have to cover a large ground of coverage.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, can he override them? It's like, why would it be? In my mind is like, why would it be a debate between the president and the governor of any state of what need to be done and what's harmful to Americans? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, he feels like since he's the commander in chief, he could dictate when he activate his units. That's what he's getting. That's what he's trying to put out. Hey, I'm the commander in chief. I want my unit. I want the unit activated to stop this. He's trying to use law and order that way instead of using law and order with the police.
But this is my biggest problem with this shit is I get all that, but this is Donald Trump, bro. And if he come into office saying that he don't like protests, like remember George Floyd shit, he had a big issue with that, but his bitch ass wasn't president. It was somebody else president. And they was trying to pass a bill to put police in fucking handcuffs if they kill a nigga. But on the flip side, this bitch nigga, he don't want to talk like that. He want to punish any motherfucker that protests against violence, protests against fucking inhumane shit. If you protest against that stuff to this orange neck pig, that is a violation. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a governor of a state, he can't come in with that philosophy in your state and just think that way he think can fit here. Like, nigga, we don't think that shit a threat, you bitch ass nigga. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, do anybody understand what I'm saying right now?
Yeah, I do. But the judge had another day and told Trump that he is against the law for what he did. He has to return the National Guard back to the governor of California.
Okay.
So he has to take them off the Title 10 and release them back to the governor of California. That's what the judge stated today.
Exactly. So if anybody don't know, this is Godfather who was in Iraq. So he spent time in Iraq when this bitch ass nigga Bush sent him over that bitch. I told him don't go, but he went anyway. And I was a motherfucker that wore the fuck Bush shirts all the time. I almost got fired too for wearing that shit to work, but that's another story. But I always motherfucking I got love for motherfuckers that signs up to go in the office, go in the motherfucking military. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because that there is a whole nother level of signing up for shit. Be honest with you. Like, so anybody, that's why I got big respect, not only because of my family into the joint. That before that is like, I wouldn't do it. I don't want my family to do it, but I respect motherfuckers to do it because without y'all, we don't have nobody defending us. You see what I'm saying? Like most niggas run around acting like they gangsters and this and that, but they won't sign up to go over there and really be gangster. You feel me? So it's a huge, big difference of motherfucking defending your family, defending this country, and just run around in a motherfucking YouTube video acting like you hard with a gun. Those two different things is like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not bullshitting y'all. I ain't got the heart to go into fucking Afghanistan in 200-degree weather, bro. I'm not even bullshitting y'all with shit blowing up when I step. I'm not feeling that. I can't sign up for it. But Godfather did. And you gotta respect those people that does that because without them, we can't get on the internet like me, like now, and speak the truth to power about people like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give respect to that. Even though he know I don't like the army shit, I didn't want to go and all that good shit. But you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? You got to.
Just a different type of war that y'all in. The war that I fought, we have to be accurate. We have to shoot to kill. We can't miss because you miss, somebody die. The war y'all doing out here, y'all just killing everybody for no reason. Any and everybody because y'all can't shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just something that I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like a black person in America should sign up for the army, but that's just me. Shorty already, Godfather already know how I feel about army, Navy, all that shit. But once you sign up, I got respect for you from that point on. It's not me saying, nah, you ain't supposed to be doing that now. Why the fuck you doing this? Now you doing that? No. If you sign the fuck up, I don't want you to do it. But if you sign up and go past that wall that none of us will ever see unless we sign up, you see what I'm saying? Y'all get to see part of America that we never see, right? Unless we sign up for Army, Navy, whatever the fuck. Y'all get to see something that we'll never see. And plus, y'all went somewhere where y'all don't even think y'all coming back. So that you can't get more gangster than saying, fuck it. You could take me in 100-degree weather, and I'm not sure if I'm coming back or not, but I'm still sign up. That there is crazy. That's just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the streets of DC, bro, where guns and all that shit was prevalent in my face. And gangsters and all that. But a nigga that signed up to do all that, you gotta have respect for him. You got to. You know what I'm saying? Even though I never agree with the army shit, but that's just me, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta give respect to him. I got respect for Godfather for doing what he did.
I almost died
twice. He did for 6-7 years. So you can't deny that. It ain't like he went up for 18 months and hauled ass back. He was over there.
I was in Korea for 3 years by myself, 3 straight years. Yeah, but I almost died twice in Iraq. I wasn't playing with that one.
Wait, what? This motherfucker said I almost died twice.
Yeah.
Like you supposed to just say some shit like that. Like I'm from the streets. I'm gonna tell you now. I've been shot the fuck up. So I gotta say in my mind, I'm supposed to be dead 3 times. Like you know what I'm saying? But somebody just out of the blue they went to the army saying that. It just sounds odd. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, no, it's 3 times. One time, I always go to the barbershop on Sundays. I always go to the barbershop on Sunday. But this one Sunday, I did flight on. The normal time I'd be sitting in the seat around 12:20. RPG came across. RPG came in and blew the barbershop up. And normally I'd be in that joint at that time. I like to go. I go get lunch. I go get my hair cut, and then I come back and be back to my room. That day I did flight moving. I ain't flight doing nothing. I just stayed in bed. And I got up like 3 o'clock. And the barbershop got blown up. That they thought I was in there because I was banging on my. They was banging on my toe. They knew this time I always went there. Yeah, that was
crazy. Right. That's why I probably couldn't do it But people don't understand living in the motherfucking DC, like growing up in DC during the 80s and 90s, that was war too. It was like, it was the drug war, put it like that. And it was tough, bro. And me personally, growing up in that and living in a family of drugs and violence, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, if you go to the motherfucker in the army, it's escalated times 10 what we've been living. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, damn, you gotta have balls, first of all, to do that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. To say I'm gonna sign up knowing you got dumb white motherfuckers like Trump running the country and shit like that. Like, he went when Bush was running. Like, you can't get no dumber than that. Like, bro, I'm not doing it. That dumb fuck ain't sent me nowhere. Shit, I would win with Clinton because that nigga was little. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, not Bush and Trump. Fuck no, them niggas dumb as fuck.
Bro. See, I signed up. I enlisted September the 10th, 2001, the day before the towers came down.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I enlisted that crazy. Monday. That Monday, September the 10th, 2001. That's when I rose my hand. I came home. Next morning, I woke up and everything was on the ground. Everything was falling on the ground.
That's crazy. Like, anybody watching right now, can you remember the time? What was you doing at the time the buildings in New York was hit on 9/11? What was you doing? What was you at? What was happening at the time, bro? I'm gonna tell you, when that shit happened, I had just got off work. It was a normal Jake. It was normal. I got in my car. I was pressed to hurry up and go cash my check. I get to the motherfucking check cashing joint. It's normal. Everything normal. I'm thinking, should I get this egg sandwich or nah? I just wait till I go to McDonald's. Same shit every morning, right? I go on the joint, but all of a sudden the lady come out of the joint. Oh man, somebody hit America. I was like, what? She was talking in Spanish. I mean, like Spanish, like. And I was like, what the fuck you mean? Somebody hit America? What are you talking about? So she pulls it up, and I see the motherfucking smoke coming out of the building. I'm like, yeah, okay, a plane might have ran into that joint, but you're doing too much with the somebody hit America. But then they start showing all this shit happen. I'm like, hold the fuck up. Cash my check so I get the fuck out of here. Hurry up. Mama sauce. Cash my check. Give me some wings too. And the mama sauce. Don't forget the motherfucking mama sauce too. Hey, give me that shit so I get out of here. You know what I'm saying? A hard ass. Like, what the fuck? Are y'all fucking serious? Somebody just hit us? I gotta find out. I gotta go somewhere. Everywhere, get to my house or something. Oh no. I didn't know what to do. Like, what do you do? You hide? Go in the bed? What the fuck you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
It depends on where the threat is. Like, so the threat was basically in New York. You know, we had a threat here in Pentagon. So basically, all you're doing is basically staying where you're at. You know, you can't really move nowhere until you get commands from where to go to, because you don't know where they're attacking from. You don't know how many. You don't know nothing. So you just basically.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You really don't know what's going on, really, and you really walking thinking something about to blow you up. You don't know what's happening at this point. It's just crazy. That goes to me thinking like how people in Iraq and motherfucking Iran, wherever they live at, where they be blowing shit up. It's like, how you can live like that when you could, like, I felt that on 9/11, like, you don't know what's something about to blow up around you or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they live that on an everyday basis where you can go to school or go to the grocery store and it will blow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that is fucking crazy, bro. Just to live a life of going to the grocery store and the grocery store might blow up. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Just imagine being in a war like that every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Gaza been getting like this every single day. Ukraine been getting beat down like this every single day for 3 years. For 3 years, a country don't know whether the next day they wake up they're gonna be alive.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like we felt 9/11 for a brief moment. That's 9/11 is them all the time. Their everyday life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is fucking crazy, bro. Just for us to get a taste of a building falling down. That's the shit that they go through in motherfucking. Let's get to the motherfucking strikes in Israel struck. For anybody who don't know, hey, we from the hood. and we're gonna give you news just like these bitch ass niggas is on the MSNBC and all that shit. But there were strikes from Israel to Iran, which is real significant because that there is kind of war. That you can't. That Israel attacking Iran can turn into a catastrophic situation, bro. Like I can't even explain war shit too much, but I already know that there can be ugly, bro.
Okay. So basically, y'all know Israel is the only Christian state over in that region. Everything else around there is Muslim. All around there is Muslim. They just one little block and all that land over there.
Exactly.
I told y'all before this a couple weeks ago on the podcast that everything is biblical. Everything is biblical. He asked me, why does he want to get rid of the Gaza people in Pakistan, the Gaza people? Because in the Bible it says that Jews are supposed to own from the land to the sea. That's their sea, that's their land. The only major threat that they have over there is Iran. They can do if they build nuclear weapons and things like that, they can annihilate Israel over there. So Israel feel like now is the best time because hey, we killed all your proxies in Yemen and all them down there. Now we attack you at your heart and figure out what can you do after that. This is bad because the United States has pulled away from this conflict, which is a smart idea. They asked Iranians not to attack the soldiers over there. Matter of fact, they told all diplomatic people and non-military personnel and their families to come back to the United States. And they said that yesterday. I knew it was going to be war going on within the next 2 days. Israel, if Iran hits any one of our bases over there, it's going to cause World War III. It will cause World War III. We will have no choice but to retaliate.
Wait. So, see again, we're not coming from. Hey, we just come. Everybody watching right now. We all learning, my guy. Now, when you say World War III, when people say that, it's something that's normal. World War I, World War II. Everybody normally hear that, right? But what does that fucking really mean? Like when somebody say World War, what do that mean? So what I want to explain is, and let people understand about World War. When people say, like Godfather just said, it's when you have countries invading other countries or striking other countries. When you got other countries, you got to defend that. You got another country, you got to defend that. They got another country, you got to defend that. And guess what you had there?
So basically, that's where NATO come in. See, the reason why the Russia war was going on Ukraine because Ukraine wanted to join NATO. Russia didn't want that, so they went in. As long as Ukraine is at war, they can never join NATO. They have to get rid of. The war has to stop before they join NATO. So Putin is playing his little game. We're going to drag this out as long as I can, gain as much property as I can. Okay.
Wait. You just said you can't stop. As long as they at war. Say that again.
Okay. So to join the NATO alliance, the United States. Besides with Trump in office, but the United States and all our allies, the European allies and things like that. That is the coalition that helps protect all that over there.
Yeah.
With United States interests and things like that. Why? Because we all do trading together. We all business partners basically. So when we business partners, we all align together at war. So President Zelensky was about to join that alliance. But what happened was Russia attacked him.
Okay. I got you now. So what you're saying is, longest motherfucker, what's the name, is at war with Russia, which Russia started this. They can't join the what's the name of the line? They can't join the NATO alliance, which will protect them.
Yep.
That's funny. Like,
because that way, if they join the NATO alliance and Putin attack, that means everybody, including the United States, will have to react because you attacked our interests.
Exactly, I got you. So as long as they hold them up and keep evading them, they can't join the joint. So it's one-on-one. It'll stay one-on-one.
Correct.
See, again, we just normal motherfucking average Joes. You know what I'm saying, dog? Walking over here and breaking shit down. You know what I'm saying, dog? The best that we can.
That's what started that war. So, like I said, we got alliances out there. The alliances also help Israel in the case of war against Iran or any of their proxies. With that dome shield that helps. I remember last year, October, when Iran attacked them, when they attacked each other, and they had that dome shield to help protect the people and stuff like that.
Yeah, save their asses.
That's the United States and all our allies helping them protect and shooting down the missiles that's been brought over there.
Exactly. Yeah. So anybody understand? Putin is invading that country, so that country can't join the NATO alliance, which would then bust his ass. So as long as he continue to act like this is a war here on that side, this country cannot join NATO, which is about to happen before he invaded. So y'all can understand. So once he joined NATO, then countries like us and all the other countries come down on Russia. And Russia trying to hold that up by staying at war, staying engaged with the country, so they then can't join the motherfucking NATO. Am I right?
Correct.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're here. Oh, wait.
Now, Ukraine is like the only country they can attack. Ukraine is the last country that is not a part of NATO over there. Any other country that Russia attacked, we will have to go to war with. Any other country over there, we have to go to war with.
Exactly.
So
except for that one joint that's left.
That one that's left will weaken his power, and he will have nothing. It would be nothing left of Russia. Russia would be gone, really.
Exactly. Now, so that's so everybody like me off the streets can really understand what the fuck going on here. He really broke it down. Godfather broke it down. Y'all really understand it now. Y'all really get what's going on now. You got Russia trying to hold shit up so that country can't join us and other countries, which make them stronger against their bitch asses, which is what they doing. So you can understand the broader picture. That's all. That's the reason why we're here, to be honest with you, because I'm off the streets, bro. I never wanted to go to college. I never signed up. I never even looked at one. All I want to do now is motherfucking engage in politics from my point of view off the streets. Now, if you went to college and all that shit, good. But our point of view is just different. Warehouse workers and security guards and all that good shit is different point of view than all y'all. That's all. And that's what this podcast is. Hey, look, you got something to say to get out of here, Godfather?
Say again?
Got something to say to get out of here?
Hey, Pages, what's going on, y'all? Y'all think what he's doing to these migrants and illegal immigrants is cool and positive? Y'all, hooray, hooray. Trust me. They try to find out how much they have to do before they can start getting rid of us.
Exactly.
Pay attention.
Best believe that. Shouts out to everybody, man, that like, subscribe, share the podcast, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. I never expect this many people to even pay attention to this shit, man. So I appreciate y'all a whole lot. Shouts out to OnlyFans Jay, Godfather. Appreciate y'all taking our time out, man, to inform the people. We're here for the black culture, you know what I'm saying, dog? That debate, if you're a black mag, we definitely want to see you. You know what I'm saying, dog? But we're here for the black debate. What's best for our culture? And we're going to come on this joint every time we get a chance to debate what's best for our culture and what's harmful for our culture. Like we did tonight and showed y'all what's going on now. It's not good for our culture, right? So all you black maggers, y'all open for this podcast. And anytime we come on, y'all can come on. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're here for that debate. We're here for that conversation, for the black culture to understand who right and who wrong in this situation. And that's why we're here. Appreciate everybody. Number one soul brother and everybody else to contribute to this podcast, man. I appreciate y'all a whole lot. And we'll be back for more information for your hood ass niggas. You know what I'm saying, dog? Appreciate Godfather and OnlyFans J, though, for helping me motherfucking dissect some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all a whole lot, though. Black and proud. Check your boy.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit is on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench.